Hello everyone. Today I am going to teach you subject verb agreement. When we construct a sentence, its verb and subject must agree in number and person. Thus, if the subject is of singular number, first person, the verb must be of the singular number. If the subject has plural number, third person, the verb must be of the plural number. All English verbs are plural. We make them singular by adding s or es to the verb. Okay. Now the first one is number. The basic principle of subject verb, the basic principle of subject verb agreement is that singular subject need singular verbs. Plural verbs, plural subjects need plural verbs. So I told you in the beginning that all English verbs are plural, but we make them singular by adding s or es. Okay. So now let's take some example. Singular. The girl is playing. So singular subjects take singular object. The boy has gone to school. The boy has gone to school. He likes sweets. Now plural. The girls are playing. That means girls subject is plural, so verb is also plural. The boys have gone to school. Now the next one is person. The rules regarding the person are as follows. Now the first rule is the first person singular or plural takes a singular verb. Takes a singular verb. For example, I like this scenery. We like this scenery. So the first person singular or plural takes a singular verb. So we first person, I is also first person. Okay. Now the second rule is the second person singular or plural takes a singular verb. For example, you like this pen. So we know that you is used with singular and plural both. So it will always take a so you is used here, you is used for a singular subject. Okay, so you like this pen. Now the third rule, the third person singular the third person plural takes plural verbs. They like this pen. Okay, they like this pen. The third person plural takes plural verb. They like this pen. Now let's take the third one. It will be uncountable noun. Uncountable noun. So when we talk about uncountable nouns, when we use an uncountable noun as the subject of a verb we use a singular verb. For example, honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. The second one is fear begins to haunt him. Okay, fear begins to haunt him. Now the fourth one is singular and plural nouns. Singular and plural. Singular and plural nouns. When we use a singular noun, when we use a singular noun, when we use a singular noun as the subject, of a verb, we use a singular verb. Use a singular verb. When we use a singular noun as the subject of a verb, we use a singular verb. Plural noun takes plural verbs. Now let's take some example. 1. The moon was shining in the sky. The moon was shining in the sky. So when we use a singular noun as the subject of a verb, we use a singular verb. The moon was shining in the sky. The singular subject, singular verb. The sun is about to set. The sun is about to set. The children were swimming. The children were swimming. That means the subject is singular. When the subject is plural, it will take plural verb. The farmers were playing. The farmers were playing. Now the fifth one. One of plus plural noun. One of plus plural noun. When the subject consists, when the subject consists of one plus plural noun, one plus plural noun, the verb is singular. The verb is singular. Now let's take some example. Example 1. One of the girls was singing. One of the girls was singing. One of the students was fighting. One of the birds was chirping. Okay. Now the next one is sixth one. Long subject. Long subject. When a clause or a long group, when a clause or a long group of words is the subject, long group of words is the subject, we have to be careful to make the verb agree with the subject. For example, the chairs which I bought the chairs which I bought yesterday are very costly. The next example is the woman whom I met. The woman whom I met in the market was my friend's sister. Friend's sister. Now, the seventh one. Introductory there. Introductory there. The verb has to agree with the verb has to agree the verb has to agree with the real subject agree with the real subject that follows the introductory there. If the subject is singular, if the subject is singular, then there will be followed by a singular verb. followed by a singular verb. If the real subject is plural, then there will be followed by a plural verb. For example, there is no chair in the room. There is no chair there are chairs in the room. So we have seen in the first example, there is no chair. That means the chair is singular here. So there is followed by a singular verb when the subject is singular. When the subject is plural, real subject, then there will be followed by plural verb. There is one girl in the class. Now 8. Two or more nouns. Two or more nouns. When two or more nouns when two or more nouns function as subject, a plural verb is used. Okay. Example: Satish and his sister. Satish and his sister have gone to see a movie. When two or more nouns function as subject, that means Satish and his sister, a plural verb is used. That means have, the plural verb. My friend and his father. Friend and his father. My friend and his father are meeting us tomorrow. My friend and his father are meeting us tomorrow. Now, 9th. Distance, weight, etc. That means money and all. For distance, weight, height, or amount of money we use a singular verb even the subject is plural. When the subject is plural. Example: 10,000 rupees is not a small sum or amount. Okay. Three kilometers is a small distance. So we can see 10,000 kilometers. Even they appear to be plural. They are plural, but even though take singular verb. "500 feet above the sea, 500 feet above the sea level is not a great height."